Companies interview many more job applicants than there are actual job positions. And for that reason, it's very important for you to stand out from the other applicants when you are being interviewed for the job position. Now, there are several ways to stand out in a job interview, and one very effective way is to ask a powerful question at the end of your interview. And the reason I'm recommending this tactic is because we typically remember things that have been said to us at the end of the conversation. We might not remember everything during the conversation, but we're typically left with the impression of the person by what he or she says at the very end. And the same is true with hiring managers. They pay attention to the types of questions that you ask at the end of the job interview. And the question I'm going to recommend to you is related to whether or not you will actually like and enjoy working at the company. Did you know that most people quit their jobs because they don't get along with their managers or their coworkers? And so by asking this question, you are helping yourself to find out or to get an idea whether or not you will actually enjoy working with the hiring manager, who typically will be your manager if you get hired, as well as with the rest of the team that person manages, and of course everybody else in the company. Now, you probably already know, if you've been to any job interviews, that it's really important to do some research about the company before you go to the job interview. And websites such as Indeed.com or Glassdoor.com, and of course the company website, will help you in your research. And so one of the things that you should definitely research is about the company culture and the company values, and of course the company mission as well. We also call that organizational culture. Now, what you read online on the company website is not always the same as reality. You will find out more about reality on Indeed.com and Glassdoor.com, but you learn even more by asking this question to the hiring manager. Now, I stress, to the hiring manager, not just a recruiter, because the recruiter might not know. So again, ask this question to the hiring manager. And the question is, can you give me an example of the company culture and values in a typical work day? And then after you ask this question, just stop, wait, and listen. Because if the hiring manager can't think of an answer, or they don't know the company culture or values, that's a red flag. And you should be careful, and you should ask yourself whether or not you actually want to work in that company with that person and his or her team. I hope this tip was useful for you, and as always, if you have any comments or questions, please make sure to post them in the comments section below this video. And on the topic of asking questions after a job interview, I think this video will be helpful for you as well.